Hello Sagittarius, welcome to the channel. My name is Katie and this is your 4-month reading. So I'm going to start off by finding a card that is the theme for each of the months. September, October, November, and December. Okay. Can't have half the deck flying out. Let's pull one for October. Got October, November, and December, baby. Okay. All right, so first, the one that came up for September is this one. In stillness, I receive. You're being asked to really go inward, to kind of silence the mind, do all of those spiritual things that everyone talks about, meditation, journaling, but just being able to quiet the external so that you can hear what's happening inside, what's happening internal, right? So that you are able to receive messages a little more clearly, okay? And what I mean by messages is when you are able to still the mind, you can hear the body, and the body holds a lot of answers, holds a lot of keys. And so anytime you're wanting guidance or direction, I always say go within. And it starts by silencing the mind so that you can receive. It's beautiful. Okay, let's pull a tarot card for Sagittarius in the month of September. Ooh. Well, that was funny. Okay, you have 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so escaping, the pain, pulling yourself together, learning from the past, fears coming true. I don't know what, okay, so you're being called to go inward, right? So that you can move forward. Part of what you need to do in order to move forward is really face who you are, face the fears that are coming to you, and understanding the root of those fears. Why are you feeling the way that you are? Why are you fearful of whatever that is? Some of you are going to be asked to address childhood trauma, which I know is heavy, but really you have to be willing to evaluate where you've been so that you can move forward to where you want to go, right? And that's what that 10 of Swords is representing. The reason why that is so beautiful is that when you're able to do that, that is what pulls yourself together, right? That's what makes you whole. That's what makes you more self-aware and have more self-acceptance, more self-understanding, more self-love, which is such a beautiful thing. Okay, let's pull some rose cards for that. What does Sagittarius need to know for the month of September? I feel like the things that you're having to deal with, I see the 10 of Swords upside down, right? I see all of those swords slowly just kind of falling out by themselves. And that's because of the inner work that you're doing. So the more you're able to hone in on your spiritual practices and hone in on the things that are making your mind, body, and spirit in alignment, the more that pain and the trauma is just going to kind of fall off of you and release. Oh, I love that. Okay, let's see what rose cards need to come out for the month of September in Sagittarius. Okay. Okay. All right, so the first one that came out, you had two other ones that fell out, but the first one that came out is the reunion. And I feel like this is kind of representative of you, not the reunion with you and someone else, but the reunion of you. All of the sides of you coming together as one. in stillness, you're going to be able to find how to do this better. Right now, it feels imbalanced. It seems like you're really needing to go inward to address these pain points, 10 of Swords, right? And after you do that, it's making it so that you're in alignment with yourself. That's the only way that I can put it, is that you're in alignment with yourself. I feel like when that happens, there's such this beautiful energy of self-acceptance that comes, that's going to impact you in ways that I don't think you even think are possible. Okay, so we also have, for the month of September, the wastelands. Sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. I feel like this is the overall theme, right? Tending to your garden, being still, so that you can receive. I think that you're really being asked to quiet external influences and really standing in yourself and finding the answers within. So to expand on that, like being able to decide, what is your true belief system? What things do you value in life? What things do you value about yourself? What things do you like about yourself? Finding there's this depth to this discovery that is going to serve you so well in the future, 100%. And we also have Mother Rose returning to each other. There's that, again, the reunion, returning to each other. It's you returning to you returning to your higher self, your highest good, finding your soul's purpose. That type of energy is coming through here, okay, for the month of September. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some shaman cards for Sag in the month of September. Okay. Oh, you had a lot fall out. Okay, the first one. Not surprised to see this, deep quiet. You really are being asked to go inward during the month of September. I'm actually kind of, well, maybe Hermit didn't come out because that would be too much of the same message, but you are being asked to really be mindful, to meditate, to put yourself in a state, an energetic state where you can receive the answers that you're looking for and the guidance that you're looking for, okay? This is going to be overwhelming for you. This process is going to be emotional, where you're learning from your past, where you're analyzing, what's happened to you up to this point is going to be overwhelming. And there is going to be an overflow of emotions that come in, but it is time to release all of that. You've been holding on to it too long. And I think simply just by saying it out loud, giving yourself permission to feel what your body is feeling, I felt like a release in my body. I don't know if you felt that, but it felt just like this wave of relief and release and opening up to new space, to new energy, right? Okay, so we also have resonance, which to me is a little bit of like a protective, oh, that's funny, a protective energy, which we have Dragon's Hoard, which is protecting your future. I feel like this stillness that you're going through in September is so needed in order for you to move forward in the future in an energy where you're showing up the way that you want to show up, so that you're living the life that you want to live. You have to deal with all of this and I feel like hitting it head on with authenticity, with honesty, and just compassion for yourself too. But understand the importance of going through this process is so that your future is better, okay? And then I feel like leading into November or October, we'll see what comes up. But it's creating this space for joy. I think because there's been such a release, you have so much built up in your mind and your body and your spirit energetically that there's no room for this creative energy to flow. And so once you've released that, it opens the door for this creativity. Sorry, it's so many fallout that I need to rearrange here. Okay, so let's move into October, okay? To begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let Spirit give me direction. So I do feel like you're kind of doing this in September a little bit. So you're sitting in stillness so that you can receive, right? And you're feeling all of the feels. Now you're being asked to kind of trust that there is a universal energy that has your back. There is a universal energy that is working for you, not against you, okay? And there's something happening in October. I think you're able to start instilling an actual practice that serves you better. Okay, I just need to pull some more cards. So let's do tarot first. To begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let Spirit give me direction. Part of the direction too, when you feel this joy, that is a sign that you're headed in the right direction. That, Spirit is all about bringing you joy and happiness. So pay attention to that towards the end of September. Okay, so you have Hanged Man in reverse. Let's see. I feel like after all of this emotional stuff, you almost go into October with this like, I'm kind of done attitude. This detachment from source, your higher self, spirit guides, however you want to look at it. There's just this detachment between the connection that Spirit has in guiding you in a certain way. There's a detachment in you allowing Spirit to come in and give you guidance. And I do think it's just because September was a lot, right? Okay, let's see what Rose has to say. What Rose card needs to come out for Sagittarius in the month of October to kind of help with this detachment energy. Let's get one more. Okay. I love this. Okay, so the first one that came out is held. Okay, which, let me read it to you. Sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, and community. So this kind of like detachment or disconnection you've had from Spirit, it's coming in full force that you are still being held by Spirit. You are still energetically being supported by Spirit, okay? What you need to do is open yourself up. Say yes, expand through extremities, trust life. I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to really ask yourself, do I trust this? Do I trust what I'm feeling? And do I trust when I'm getting divine guidance, right? And understanding that. And I feel like once you are open, the door is never going to close again. I feel like you need to have this open attitude though for what's moving forward, what's coming in the near future. So you need to remember that you are held, you're always being supported by Spirit, and you have to have an open mindset when it comes to this stuff. When you start to have this detachment and feel this lack, you're still supported, but you're missing out on things when you're not being open. You're missing out on signs, on opportunities, things that, that can really benefit you. So keep that in mind during the month of October. Okay, let's pull some shaman cards here. Yes, okay, love that for you in October. Okay, so you have the Fool's Embrace, which is all about transmuting pain. So I feel like September, you're kind of going through it, right? You're really like feeling it. You were in it to win it. And then come October, you have an opportunity to transmute that and change that pain energetically into something else. And typically what comes from pain? There's lessons, right? That's how we grow. We grow the most through pain, through hardship. That's how we we just grow as human beings. Not to say you can't do that throughout the touchy-feely stuff, like love and relationships, all that good stuff too. But there's just so much wisdom that comes from our pain. And when we're able to transmute it and grow from it and come out of it, I feel like you're still kind of in this fetal position during the month of October, but you're wanting to grow more. You're wanting to expand and get out of it. And again, part of doing that is being open to this idea that there is more out there than what you can see, that you are always, always being supported and held by energy and source, okay? When you're able to, I feel like there's going to come this time where it's almost like a spiritual moment where you're meditating or doing something and you like legit feel the universal love. It can manifest in many different ways, in body tingles, in the chills, in a warmth. It's just dependent on you as a person. But I do feel like you are quite literally going to feel the power from the heavens coming down towards you. And that's what's going to kind of take away this hanged man in reversed energy, this detachment. And it's going to like really have this energetic cord and seal that's going to make your belief and faith in the unseen unbreakable. Ooh, dang, that's good. I like that. There's also, again, we talked about this, that when you go through pain, the point of it is for you to learn, right? So hollowed bone is all about teachability. I think during the month of October, if you can come to it with a very open mindset and a very open heart, you're going to be able to find the lesson in all of this and really, truly grow as a spiritual being, as a human being. It's really beautiful, actually. Really, really beautiful. I'm very excited to hear about this whole thing. When you guys experience this, comment below because I want to hear what it is. Is it meditation? Is it journaling? Is it through an experience? Like what does that all look like for you? Okay, moving into November. I heal the habit of fear and I embrace the habit of love. So I definitely feel this is, again, like with this you transmuting pain in October, I feel like it gets you to this space where that almost becomes habitual. Like you're able to see these pains that you've gone through, but you transmute them into love. And I feel like it's self-love, that you see everything that you've gone through, all of these painful experiences, and you've seen the growth that's happened, and it creates such an enormous amount of self-love in you that, I mean, I almost feel like you're almost like in this armor still, but not in the fetal position anymore. Like stuff is bouncing off you. All of the negative stuff is just bouncing off of you, and you're in a very, very beautiful state of self-love during the month of November. Oh, that's so beautiful for you guys. Okay, let's pull a rose card or two for Sagittarius in the month of November. Wait, before we do this, let's do tarot. Getting ahead of myself here, people. Okay, let's do tarot that expands on this idea of the habit, breaking the habit of fear and getting into the habit of love. Okay, I'm going to do both. So you had the Page of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. How beautiful is that? Oh my gosh. I feel like this idea of you embracing self-love, it definitely is bringing in with this Page of Swords, like it's really like exciting. It feels very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you're being propelled forward. There's something that you become excited about, and you're wanting to move forward with it. And I think that comes from that self-love that you've experienced through all of this. I also feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, there's something that you're really excited about that feels fair, logical, and you've got all these great ideas and inspiration, And then this Knight of Pentacles comes in and is helping you kind of reach whatever that goal is that you've established with this Page of Swords. You know, the Knight of Pentacles is very patient, reliable, and I feel like that's a really good energy to have with this Page of Swords, because they're mentally quick and stable and kind of, what's the word, not flowy, mutable maybe, I don't know. But I feel like this is a really, really good combination for you. You are going to need to like hunker down and really get into like a good routine where there's like discipline with whatever this is that you're wanting to move forward with. You are going to need to dedicate some time, some attention, some energy to whatever this new thing is, whether it's a project, a relationship, building more of your habits surrounding self-love. Yeah, it's just really, just this really beautiful combination of like being curious and like having this excited energy with this like practical, get your hands dirty kind of energy. Okay. Huh. So curious. I wonder if for some of you it's like coaching, like going through all of this stuff, and then now you feel this like urge to like help other people through it. Ooh, for some of you, maybe you're starting like a YouTube channel. That could be cool. Okay. Beautiful. I love this. Okay, so you have trust the seasons. Embracing change, cycles of life, transition, and growth. We know that through this whole, like the month of October, definitely where you're transmuting the pain, it's a growth period. And there's definitely, oh, I should show you, sorry. I feel like this card came up for you in November to just remind you to trust this process. You know, you're going through this event or circumstance or thing that is like curious, but really needs your attention, and just trust that it's going the way that it's meant to go, right? Source has your back, like you're right where you need to be, that type of energy, okay? You also have the Return, which is a new story. You decide, alignment, it's coming together. I definitely get this vibe that like you were supposed to kind of go through this nitty-gritty process in order to be able to move on to whatever this is that the Page of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles is helping usher in for you during the month of November. I like it. It feels very good. Okay, let's pull some shaman cards here. Okay. Okay. So, little theme coming up for the month of November, curiosity. Okay, we had curiosity with the Page of Swords. I feel like whatever this endeavor is, you're being asked to really kind of come to it with like a beginner's mind, like come to it with this childlike type of attitude. There's no right or wrong. There's no, you know, black or white, like everything's kind of in the gray. And I think when you can allow yourself with whatever this pursuit is, right? Allow yourself to be curious about it and not having there be a right or a wrong. Just have fun with it, play. Curiosity is such a good breeding ground for play. And I think that that's definitely something that's coming towards you for the month of November. And especially as you're moving forward with whatever this endeavor is. As I was saying that, I was looking at this card again. I heal the habit of fear and I embrace the habit of love. Whatever this is that you are building, have it come from a place of love, always, always. And I think all of these things are going to kind of trickle in naturally when you can keep that at the forefront. I do feel like you're going to be having this aha moment during the month of November where you realize you have built a bigger foundation than you realize, a stronger foundation than you realize. And I do feel that the foundation is you. You hear oftentimes like all these people that are building out brands, right? Like their personal brand and whatever. You could have a brand that's developed, a personal brand. You could give it to someone else and it would completely crumble because they're not you. They don't bring the elements that you have, the experience, the outlook, the attitude, the mindset that you have. And that's what this card is referring to, is that all of the things, all of those things I just mentioned, have created an incredible foundation for you to move forward with whatever this endeavor is. And I feel like you need to really have an understanding of how strong this foundation is so that you have more of a belief in yourself and your capabilities, okay? Because this is very solid. And I feel like whatever this is going to serve you like for the next 5 years, okay? I don't know about this endeavor, but this foundation will for sure, okay? One thing to keep in mind, I think this is kind of interesting. Just a little reminder coming from the Hangman, right, in reverse. You got Galactic Mushroom. When this card shows up, it's a reminder to not waver your faith in spirit, in the universal energy, in your spirit guides, higher self. In November, I think there's a lot of exciting energy. And again, going back to like your habits, don't forget your spiritual practices that help keep you aligned with this energy, okay? It's just a little tidbit there. Okay. Let's move on to December. So we have, the universe has big plans for me and it's time to claim them. Were we not seeing all of this with the curiosity and the routine? Something was a cooking and it's some big plans, okay? The universe has big plans for me. I think you have big plans for you too, right? As you've transmuted all this pain, you had your aha moment and you're like, yes, I got big plans too. Okay, so how do we turn the big plans into reality? What tarot can support Sagittarius during the month of December? Queen of Swords. Okay, Page of Swords. This one's in reverse though. You have a hater, honey, which isn't a bad thing because when you got haters, that means you're doing something worthwhile. So whatever this big endeavor is, I feel like you are super curious about it, super excited. You've put a routine in place so that you can keep taking those steps to get further and further ahead in this endeavor. And there's going to become a time in December where Queen of Swords comes in and is just like, they're just putting you down. It's really annoying, actually. Don't let that faze you. Like, I feel like this person is so beneath you and there's definitely a jealous component here. Like, you're doing what they wanted to do, but they can't do it for reasons I already said, right? With that personal brand, like they don't have what you have. They haven't experienced what you have experienced. So they can't offer the same thing that you're offering in the same way that you are offering it. Okay. So just let them like fall to the wayside. Let it just roll off your back. It feels very just like beneath you. Okay. So just go with that. All right. So what does Sagittarius need to know for the month of December? Okay. So when the hater comes to play, you're gonna get into this kind of type of energy, the fertile void, inner winter, rest, patience, potency, secret beginnings. You're gonna feel like you're gonna want to retreat kind of into this dark space. You can retreat into a dark space and have it be beneficial. You can have it be a place of stillness where you observe, where you listen, where you feel into the things that need to be changed. You can definitely use that time and that energy to reevaluate things. Because I feel like you're going to have so much momentum in November, or this push in November, that it is going to ask time for you to kind of reassess things, okay? Question things a little bit. You also have the Great Mother, surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms. It's coming up again, Sag, coming up again. Don't lose faith in the universe and the energy that's around you. Don't lose faith, because the energy is always there. Your angels, your spirit guides are always there supporting you. Even when this stupid little hater comes in, I just want to like flick them. But even when that little hater comes in, just remember, Spirit has got your back, okay? You are always supported. Don't forget it. Okay, what else needs to come in for Sagittarius in the month of December? Let's get one more. Okay. Cards are piling up here. Yes. Okay. Yes. Beautiful way to end the reading. Okay. So you kind of get in this darkness, right? Not an emotional darkness, a peaceful darkness where you're able to analyze things. Then comes the perfect storm, where you're going to be asked to step into whatever this is, whatever this big plan is that's cooking up. You're going to be asked to really take kind of an initiating step towards it. I feel like it's going to be your declaration to the universe that you are ready to move forward in this, okay? And yeah, I feel like 5 years, like this is going to serve you 5 years. Anyways, I do feel like whatever this is, it's very aligned with like your heart and what you're wanting to get out of life and what you're wanting to experience in this life. It's very, very beautiful. But it does take courage to do this. And I think that the more you can go inward, and the more faith in the universe you can have, a combination, right? You can't just sit around and hope, and you've got to take action, right? Action by going inward then allows you to take action to move forward in a more materialistic way, okay? It's making sense. When you take that step into this big deal, this big plan, there's so many things that make sense. I feel like you have this extremely big aha moment, this big moment of gratitude for this whole entire process, right? And it's allowing you, I just saw this Knight of Pentacles, it's allowing you to make this big plan profitable in a financial way, in an abundant way, okay? So when you have that kind of aha moment, run with it, because Spirit is telling you that it's your sign to be all in, okay? All of this at the end, beautiful way to end, is heralding so much change, okay? You have Horsemen, and I feel like this is, you started out so quiet and soft, right? And now you're illuminating because you have more understanding of who you are. You're showing that you have faith in the universe, that they have your back, and it's creating so much energy around you that is very magnetic. Again, the universe has big plans for you, and it's time to claim it. That right there is claiming it. Am I right? Like, you're showing up in such a beautiful, energetic way here. Oh, I love it. And then I feel like that sets such a good, I hate saying foundation, but it puts you in such a good place for the beginning of the calendar year, right? We're all thinking, how do we want to be in the next year, or New Year's resolution? And I feel like it just puts you in such a beautiful space energetically in order to move forward. So I love that for you, Sagittarius. Oh, love it. Please check out all of the 4-month readings for all of your signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, just so you can get kind of a whole picture of what's trying to be relayed to you. If you find themes, similar themes, then I feel like that's a strong message coming through for you. Like and subscribe if you're digging these videos, and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when I've uploaded new content, okay? Sagittarius, I love you all, and I will see you next time.